Hello once again, YouTube audience. I'm King Crowley 429, and I'm bringing you a second look at Good Game Empire. Since the last Good Game Empire video, much has changed in the world of Good Game Empire. Graphics are better, stories are better, everything is all around better, and I'm here just to give you a simple walkthrough of how everything's changed and how you can reaccommodate yourself to the new changes. Let's get started. Well, first thing we see here is graphics. Stone quarries used to be extremely different looking. In my old video that you will find on my channel, um, Good Game Empire Episode 1, the graphics were substantially worse for stonemasons. Well, stone quarries, as it says here. Sorry, everybody. It was substantially worse. Sorry, I kind of turned that on full blast. Another thing you'll realize is the music has changed. Even though I didn't have the music in the last update, trust me, this music has changed substantially. First, let's check out the alliances. As you can see here, the alliance overview has not changed very much at all, if not any. So, you see here, it's all the same. Glory, upgrades, war, all that good stuff. The member thing has not changed. We still run by deputy, war marshal, treasurer. I think there's diplomat, recruiter, general, sergeant, and a member. It used to just be general, sergeant, and member until an update long ago brought in those extra places for higher level alliances. You'll also see, instead of, I think it used to be 6 members in an alliance at once, you can now have 15 stock, which is really nice for those people that don't buy rubies and want to have a nice alliance that can prosper. It's from itself. The alliance thing has changed. The notice board has changed. I'm not going to sit there and look at it for too long. There's some stuff on there that you'll see if you join the alliance later. Donations are still the same. All the upgrades are practically all still the same. Management is still the same. Diplomacy is still the same. Level is still the same. And the alliance smithy is still the same. Well, let's exit out of that, and let's go to messages. They're the same. Everything on here is the same. Except you can ignore players now. Well, you've always been able to ignore players. The chat is extremely different. There used to be a little sidebar over here, which you can see in my old video that you could press on the chat in. And now you have to... now you have to go over here, click on this, and it'll bring you up to that. Which I think is a shortcut, but it's worse. You can see here that the mercenary post has changed substantially. Used to be able to recruit troops instantly as they showed up with a big chunk of coin. But now, you can't do that. You have to start the mission. There's free missions and paid for missions that cost an extreme amount of coin. It has changed quite a bit. There's some that cost coin. They give premium points. Now, premium points, I'm going to talk about that a little later on in the episode. But right now, we're just going to stick to the simple stuff. There's a whole bunch of things that have changed. Some textures for the woodcutters have changed, and for the farmhouses. Also for the dwellings. I don't really know if many more textures have changed for anything other than those. But here we see you got some Squab Leurs. Now these are small little events that go on around your castle. You can find them outside your castle wall or up here to keep. When you see these, you click on these and you can determine which side you want to choose. There are rewards and there are consequences for what one you choose. There's one with a thief. Either you get the gold and he runs away, or you spend gold, kill him, and increase your public order by 0.1. If you do that enough times, you'll gain 1 public order point. But right here, I'm behind on wood, so I'll pick the woodcutters. The woodcutter's happy, and the stonecutter is really pissed off now. So here you can see we can collect taxes from the keep, and the keep has not really changed that much. Here's some treasure chests here. They've always been outside the castle at random points and times. These cost rubies, and I am not buying rubies because I can afford it. Loot cards. These, as you can see, I'm not taking very good care of them. But they provide an extra amount of resources after the time has come up. You only have a certain amount of time to collect the resources before they get looted and destroyed, like you just saw before I clicked them and rebuilt it. It doesn't cost anything to rebuild them, but you do get quite a bit of resources every time that you collect it. Now here is the normal events that go on outside the castle. There's so many different events, I can't even name them all at the moment. I'll have to look that up for you guys later. Everything is still the same. The defense workshop, the siege workshop, the flour mill, the sawmill, and the stonemason. The estate is the same. The encampment is the same. The guardhouse is the same. Everything is practically the same except for new textures. There's no new levels as far as I know, except for the dwelling, which I think you can upgrade to 1 more level above what you used to be able to. So here you're going to see I'm going to go into equipment. I covered this in the last video, but here's just another recap. You go here and you can put 6 ordinaries around here and you'll get a rare piece. When you get 6 rare pieces, you can put them around and get an epic piece. When you get 6 got tongue-tied. When you get 6 epic pieces, you can make them into legendary. And legendary is the highest you can go for now. You can also upgrade your armor for your castellans and generals with gems. Now, I don't really know much about these gems, but I have not unlocked them yet because they unlock at level 25, and I'm only just starting at a level 14. You can see here, you can go back and forth between your equipment and your smithy. Right now, I don't have very much armor left over because I've been using it all on my commanders. Yeah, I have it all on my commanders right now. So, what we'll go into next is the kingdoms. I covered this also in the last episode that I made for Good Game Empire. As you can see here, there's still the 3 kingdoms, but every once in a while, you'll get a special event that will happen. The Blade Coast will happen, where you have to go up against pirates and work your way through for a pirate queen. And then, there's also the Battle of Barramond, which I do highly suggest doing because it is extremely fun. Those are special events. Oh, and the Thorn Kingdom is another special event that happens. It is just, it's good. It's a really good thing. You work by yourself, you send troops over, no one else can help you with it. You can still collect taxes, but here's a cool thing. You used to have to pay rubies. You used to have to pay rubies to collect your coins early from taxing. But if you have to set up a 10-minute tax and leave early, no problem. You can collect them early now for no fee. That used to be very annoying, considering if you had to leave very early from the amount of time that you set up and you knew you weren't going to be able to collect them. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the research tower. We'll cover that in a lot later episode. If this series gets a lot of likes, I'll continue on. But for now, we're going to go to the world map. As you can see here, the world map has had a numerous amount of changes done to it. Instead of flat, stale 2D graphics on this map, they now have 3D castles and outposts, which is a very good change to the game, because it enhanced the graphic qualities quite a bit. You can see here, this is the only member in my alliance right now, and that is his outpost. This is my outpost, and you can tell because it has a blue crown on it. And you can tell that is my alliance members because it has a green crown on it. As you can see, I'm the leader of my alliance, and I named my castle after one of my favorite games in the game world, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I named my castle after the ship, the Jackdaw, which you sail around. And as you can see, my flag is a black flag with the best representation to a jackdaw I could find. If you scroll around the map, you can see the enhanced changes, but I'm not going to get into much detail there. You can bookmark places as friendly or enemy. You can also seek enemies for honor, which has always been there. And a travel overview, which will see yours and your alliance's attacks and movements on the battlefield. Here you can check your quests for progress, and you can get daily rewards if you get enough points. I'm not really going to get into much detail on that right now, but right now, let's move on to achievements. Now you can, well, actually, let's go into the King's Market first. Premium. Premium is practically like getting an extra amount of everything. It makes everything better. Right now, I'm almost to level 4 premium. I don't have any premium time. It increases everything, as you can see. I'm not going to get into numerous details about it, but it is extremely well for players to have if you want to progress very fast through the game and have extra stats. Heroes. Marauders, merchants, overseers, bribe the tax collector, and hire a drill instructor. They all have special things that they do to your castle, and I'll get into that into a later video. Other. The King's Banner is still here, and feasts. Everything is still here that used to be here. Relocating your main castle only costs 5,000 after the first time you've done it. You can change your coat of arms as many times as you like now, without having to pay rubies. Yes, I know. It's amazing, now that you don't have to pay every time. But we'll get into more detail on that later, like almost everything else that I've said. We'll return to the castle, and on the edges of the screen, when it's red, that means there's an incoming attack on your castle. When you see that, you better start posting up troops. And you can go to your gate and hit defenses and put up all your troops on the walls. Either that, or you can go to a tower and hit defenses and do the same exact thing. Well, that's all I'm going to showcase for you guys today. But I'll put out some more videos later for Good Game Empire and go into more detail on the things that I just skimmed over very quickly. I hope you guys have a good time, and I hope you like this video. Leave a like, a subscribe, and a comment for more. And until next time, this has been King Corelli 429, and stay frosty, my friends.